Hello and welcome to episode 23 of Civilization 6 Canada. So, we are working towards getting our settlers out there, and I'm going to be saying that for many episodes in a row, and you're going to be tired of hearing it, but it's what we're doing. What we're also going to be doing, we need to go rough up some barbs. So, we're sending these two guys out to do some clobbering. Something CM Punk likes to yell. It's clobbering time. So, not sure the origins of that. I think it came from like an ironic thing that turned into a real thing. I don't know. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We met Samarkand. Trigger Eureka for printing. Yeah, we have been neglecting these city-state trends, but a lot of them are like... Well, some of them are like train various units of various types. Or, build this, build that, get this Eureka. So, I mean, some of them are good at Great Rider, and now that we have Theater Squares up and coming up, that would be happening. A lot of religious conversion. But unfortunately, unless it's really close to us, it's not likely to happen. Antamarivo, for instance, if they wanted a religious conversion, that would be easy to do. But they want to trigger for recorded history. How about over here? Do they want a religious conversion? Kabul, you want religious conversion? See, it's always like nobody near you wants religious conversion. It's always those who are far away. Okay, but that's alright. We can simply keep building ourselves up. Speaking of building up, I think I'd rather give this tile to this city, just because it doesn't have any high food tiles, and I want it to grow. So there we go. Let the turn roll over. Yeah, we spent the money from that turn on 2 upgrades, and it all came from the one turn. I mean, I would not be super opposed to this being... Oh, he's about to get spawn camped. Crush. It'll take 2 taps, though. But what is this route you're taking? You weirdo. Is that really the fastest route? It might actually be. I don't want to question the wisdom of this silly game. All right. So, Mr. Aztecs, I hope you appreciate this. Because of your lack of good housekeeping, I'm going to have to take care of your problems for you, although they are also my problems. All right. We are in this new place. I think a wonder actually would not be terrible here. Great lighthouse. It needs to be next to a So what we're going to do, this city is one of those places that I can more or less put on autopilot for a while. So you're going to go make the Great Lighthouse, then you're going to make a wall, then you're going to make an amphitheater. That's fine. I think that will be strong enough for us. And speaking of strong enough, we're going to explode your face. Oh, that puts that in the shadow. Okay, never mind then. I'm trying to uncover as many tiles as I can as we settle. We're gonna put our Get our farm triangle strengthened over here. I am tempted to have Halifax take this tile. I think I will, actually. Yeah. It's more efficiently allocated over here. St. John's has way more high quality, high production tiles. We are working on multiple wonders now. That's not a wonder, but these two are wonders. So I'm pretty happy that we are hopefully going to be having some wonders in our empire. All right. But we are having the ability to buy a Settler with Faith soon. Not now. 490. Yeah, the price keeps increasing, but that's to keep you from being a little cheaty bastard. Let's find out what's happening in Baghdad. The Aztecs are here. Are the Aztecs at war with the Arabs? Let's find out. They sure are. So, yeah. I mean, I really don't mind if the Aztecs take out the Arabs. It's not a big deal. Huh. I'm just amused by this. Yeah, we can't take out their religion with just one hit, but it's okay. I would like to spread my religion more to the Aztecs, but I really have my faith set aside for what's it called? Settlers. That's what it is. Alright, we're going to send this guy on a crazy cross-world journey down here to that tile. I actually want to buy that tile for the very simple reason of not letting barb encampment spawn here. Because how annoying would that be? Am I right? And yes, we are. The more money we spend, the more money we can't spend on other crap. It's the way of the world. Alright. One charge. One turn of life left. Anansi. Remember I said I wasn't sure if these things rolled over? Let's do something else for a turn. Watch these numbers. Let's see what they do. Okay. Turns out I needn't have worried about that. But it doesn't matter. We're going to do back to what we were originally doing. This might have been a foolish thing to do, but I don't think it actually makes that big of a difference. Alright. Who are you? Are you Japan? Yeah. Japan man, let me in. Oh, you know what? Would you like to sell us? Look at that. We can buy a great work from them. And do another big deal. That's wonderful. Alright. So what we're going to do is we are going to just browse our deals. Some of these are like really, really cheap. Yeah, as long as we have them, I'm not going to complain. Okay. So yeah, the world outside of our little area is a little bit dangerous, but we are fine. What are you doing? A heavy chariot versus a pikeman? That's like eras apart. Oh no. Yeah. No. Well, I like diplomatic favor. I'd rather give you. Let's see. 9 per turn? Sure. We'll be stocking up on great works. So, yeah, these old god obelisks, they can store anything. So, we are very free to just keep buying more stuff. Speaking of good stuff, we just got a heroic relic because Anansi is finished. So, yeah. I do wonder, do they give you benefits from stacking? I think they might. So if I had these in two different places, for instance, it's 18 and 18. Actually, no, I think it's exactly the same, but I kind of like the idea of like there being a hall of heroes in Ottawa or something crazy like that. All right, we were going for Merchant Republic, weren't we? Yeah, we were. Okay, and let's make sure that something. Let's see what's popped up here. Some decent ones, but just not for us at this stage. Um, if we just get settlers based on faith, we could take this one out and put something else in. But I can't. There's nothing in there that makes me want to jump for that. I mean, maybe walls. Yeah, the thing is, like, we're still early on in this era. There's going to be a lot of faith buying, so maybe it will be okay. Because otherwise, we're spending... Well, actually, 7 turns is not much. No, we'll keep it in. We'll keep it in. Okay. We'll keep exploring over here. We'll have this part of the world pretty well uncovered. And we're going to start having fisheries in Toronto. That's going to be good. Even before the harbor's built, it's pretty strong. Alright. We want to not be so wasteful with money so that we can actually spend it up here. Alright. We need you to stay here even though you're injured. Can he actually do that? I don't believe he can. We're going to go around this way. Oh, there's also a spot for a city over here. The funny thing is, we could probably, if they were in like a darker age. Actually, no, we couldn't flip that. Look at the loyalty they have. 28, and they're in a dark. But it is possible we could just like ring them with... Actually, you know what? Gosh. Looking at this again. This actually would be a good city. I am so silly. It's like, who needs the new world when the old world has wonders to offer? Like, when do we have a good campus here or a good theater square even? No, a good campus would be there because of that bad boy. I thought yeah, look at that. Look at that. Guess what? We're pumping the brakes on your going over here. You're going over here. And we're going to have quite the cool and unique city. Yes, we will. We need to buy those tiles as soon as we can. Alright, so you... Like I said, we do want this preserve, but we can develop those tiles in the meantime. That's fine. Continue our triangle. Let's see. I feel we have to sort of hold their hand a little bit to get them to work the tiles we want in some of these cities, because it's like, ooh, culture, ooh, faith. It's like, those are good things. They're just not the most important things. Alright. So we're marching on to... Oh, this guy is just in the way. You coward. Either fight him or leave. You're gonna make this more annoying for us. Alright. You're gonna sail back. You We're just looking for fights to get into, honestly. That's all we're doing here. Yeah, I'm just having him peek around. We're mostly going to have to just make sure that things are not happening. This guy is going to be destroyed. You know, we should probably get Sinbad back at some point. Save up the 1,000 faith. Or whatever we're going to need. As for this guy, let's peek over here. There's very often, like, islands in the tundra that are hiding. And they can be a problem. So we're not going to let those remain uncovered. Okay. We're not going to be building that district anytime soon. So let's build the improvement. Religious alliance with Japan. I think there's a reason why I was avoiding Japan alliance. Maybe it was because of the war. I don't know. So, we're finally going to be able to pray for a settler. Alright, so we have Niter. Oh no, no Great Lighthouse. Oh well. It wasn't a huge thing. Gilgamesh, well, where was it? Terracotta and Alhambra. It was built somewhere, but we didn't get a notification, strangely. Himiko died wherever she was. Major hurricane in Who Caresville. Forest destroyed. Some of these might be like really old news. Rome at one point was taken by enemy forces. So, what we're going to do is we are going to pray, put our hands together, and get a settler. Look at that guy. And this guy, we're going to be directing him here. If this tile falls into the hands of the Aztecs, I will be supremely sad. Alright. Let's go for gunpowder now. So that when we cross the ocean, we can have guns. So, oh yeah, we need to look for niter. Because we need some. We have one there, right outside our borders. There's New World niter. The Aztecs have one. We actually are very much lacking in niter. Alright, let's go back down. So, we're going to have that one. Oh my goodness. That's the only source of niter in our entire empire. So, guess what? Buying that tile and working it are priorities. Yeah. That is a big old deal. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be prioritizing some sort of niter colony. Let's bring that up again. Yeah, up there, up here. It's I mean, there's one way up there, but yeah, niter is not something that we're going to have in abundance. Yeah, this one source will have to do some heavy lifting. And I was worried about it being under, like, district sites. In fact, I have the opposite problem. Just not enough of it. But anyway, speaking of not enough, there's not enough time in the world. So we are ending the episode here. And I want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.